Welcome back to Free Will Tarot, y'all. If you are viewing this from YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward the video to the time when I start the reading. Also, thank you all for being patient with me as I shuffle for the first 10 minutes. Scorpio Collective, I will be getting to your reading in about a half hour. Libra Collective, we're about to start your reading in less than 7 minutes. Libra Collective. Libra Collective. Do I have any Libras out there, or anyone with Libra placements? If so, you are at the right place and the right time. Oh yes, Libra Collective, where are you? Sorry to be asked this, but when do you do Taurus? Taurus is on Mondays. The Taurus Collective is on Mondays. And no need to apologize. A quick reminder, I do Aries and Taurus on Mondays. 2 signs a night, Aries and Taurus Mondays. Gemini and Cancer on Tuesdays. Leo and Virgo on Wednesdays, Libra and Scorpio on Thursdays. Friday is Sagittarius and Capricorn, and Aquarius and Pisces is on Saturday. Not a problem, Celeste. Hope you are doing well. I need to get my arms off the table. The table isn't as sturdy and secure as I'd like it to be. Every time I go to shuffle, it probably seems like I'm going through an earthquake. No matter the case, Libra Collective, we are starting your reading in less than 6 minutes. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. Do keep in mind I upload these live recordings to my YouTube channel. Free Will Tarot 2.0 is not the one I upload to. That would be my newest channel. I've been uploading to my old channel. I've somehow figured out how to switch from my new one to my old one all on one phone, so that's fun. Libra Collective, less than 5 minutes for the Libra Collective reading. I pretty much went over everything I needed to say. No news is good news. Oh, I have been experimenting with editing, so for y'all that are wanting to see some content of mine with the jingle as the intro and the outro, thank you for being patient with me. I'm trying to get that rolling. Hopefully I can have that figured out by next week's readings. Alright, Libra Collective, what is going on with y'all? Got less than 4 minutes for the Libra Collective. Libra Collective reading. Y'all probably get tired of waiting on me to start the readings, don't y'all? It's like in 1 second I'll have like 5 people doing the live stream, and then another it's like down to 1 or 2. I get it. I'm not a big fan of being patient or waiting for my turn either. I definitely get it. Less than 3 minutes though for Libra Collective reading. Where are my Libras at? Do I have anyone with Libra in their charts? Libra Collective. Oh yes. Said, yep, I'm a Libra. Nice. You're definitely at the right place and the right time. About less than 2 minutes, we're starting the reading. I don't know what I could do to kill the time. No clue what I could do to kill the time. I honestly could be making content instead of going live. And then if anyone wants to, comment or ask questions, maybe they're just going to have to be shit out of luck. I mean, because if I'm making content and going live at the same time, I have a duty or a priority to the YouTube channel to keep things moving along. Whereas live stream, I'm kind of making a connection with people, and I definitely want to read their comments out loud and, make sure that I'm not being rude and ignoring them. But at the same time, is it not, if they don't know that I'm making content on YouTube at the same time, is it not rude of them, or is it rude if they don't know that I'm doing that? No matter the case, I'm totally live streaming, and I totally upload these to my YouTube channel either way. I try not to ignore y'all in the comments, but also I've got an obligation to make content at the same time. With that being said, Libra Collective. What do we have for the Libra Collective? What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward? Alrighty, it is 40 after, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty, if y'all are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to y'all to go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck. Oh yes. That is the name of the game. Bridge shuffle. And then y'all can send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy. It could be sharp cheese. It can be scissors, swords, axes. Anything sharp and pointy. Oh yes. Thank you, Francis. And of course I have to approve it. Alrighty, y'all. The deck has been cut. Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Let's get into your reading, shall we? Here is your situation, the challenge, your person of interest, the possible or the similarities or common ground between you both, and the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. And we are definitely going to keep up the tradition of clarifying each card. What we have for the Libra Collective. Clarify this reading for the Libra Collective. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty. From the top, clarifying the situation. Clarifying the challenge. Clarifying your person of interest. Clarifying similarities or common ground between you both. Clarifying the possible outcome and or advice. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, we have 1 card from the Gothic Oracle deck that we are going to be pulling at the end of the reading so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in the specific order. Let's get into this reading, Libra Collective. I think I just spit a little bit. What the heck? No matter the case. We have playfulness to the moon, or the moon to playfulness. The moon clarified by playfulness. In the situation, this is how you're showing up to your own reading. Thank you for the Let 'em Cook gift. The moon to playfulness. This is giving me, well, first off, let's start off with the moon. This talks about the unknown, going through a dark time, needing to use your intuition to get you out of this dark time, to get you out of the woods, if we're to use a metaphor. Needing to face your fears, possibly. A lot of unknowns, though, a lack of clarity, let's put it that way. I do feel like even though there is a lack of clarity, there's a lot of unknowns, there's maybe a little bit of fears, maybe a little bit of facing your fears, the unconscious fears even. You're still being playful, which is definitely a good thing. It's like if I'm trying to get myself out of this dark time, the best thing I can do, and the only thing we can control, may I say, as well, is our attitude, our perspective. Our attitude being, I don't like that I can't see where I'm going in the future, in the next week, as I do weekly readings. 444 in my clock. That's crazy. Or you could be like, oh my goodness, I can't see where I'm going. I don't have any clarity as to what's going to happen in the next week. Right? Being in that fearful attitude. Or we could definitely be playful. You know what? I can't see what's in front of me. But isn't that part of the adventure? Part of the journey? I like this energy. We do have the Knight of Pentacles to Purity and the challenge. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that yes, maybe once upon a time you was being cautious as to who or what you're investing your time, money, energy, effort into. But maybe you find it challenging to do so in the next week. When is Taurus? That was Tuesday or Monday. Monday is Taurus. If y'all have missed out on a zodiac sign earlier in the week, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there. That way, if you do miss out on a live stream again, you won't be able to miss out on the info or the reading that the info that the reading provides. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there. Go check out Aries and Taurus on Monday. Go check out Gemini and Cancer on Tuesday. And then Leo and Virgo was last night. Thank you all for being patient with me, and thank you all for all the love and support, and for asking, you know, hey, when was this sign, or when is this sign in the future, let's say. And don't forget to set an alarm. I live stream every night, except for Sundays. Every night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be about 15 minutes ago, I start my live stream. Alrighty, y'all. Purity and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like the Libra collective might have a little bit of difficulty, or maybe feels like it's challenging to take it slow. So we have Free Will Tarot is my YouTube channel. Free Will Tarot. It's the same logo. Yeah, same logo. Red, white, and black. Free Will Tarot. But yes, the Knight of Pentacles in the challenge, it's like we find it challenging to be cautious as to who or what we're investing our time, money, energy, effort into. Maybe we're finding it challenging to go a slow and steady pace. A slow and steady and reliable pace of investing into others or ourselves. Purity. When I'm seeing purity in the challenge, I'm almost wondering if it's like the efforts you're giving into something is not only like fast-paced, because if it's not slow and steady, then maybe it's rushed. And maybe the purity card is suggesting that this is like forced, or maybe it's not as pure, not as like, is there something of the effort you're giving into something? I don't want to say forced, that's not the word I'm looking for. That's like, maybe not with ill intentions either. Maybe you find it challenging to keep things innocent. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of pettiness. Let's rush and get this done so we can point the finger at the other person and say, haha, I did it. I don't feel like that's the case, but if y'all have a better example as to why we would have Knight of Pentacles to the Purity card in the challenge, definitely let me know. But I mean, this is slow and steady wins the race in a pure way. But if it's in the challenge, we're reading these as if they're reversed. The opposite of pure, the opposite of slow and steady wins the race. Maybe as we read the rest of the cards, the story will unfold. We do have a King of Cups with growth. And this person's energy, they are showing up, not really speaking a whole lot to you, not really expressing their emotions, their thoughts. They're being very stoic. I don't know what this person's deal is. I don't know if they're playing the silent treatment. Keep in mind, the silent treatment is manipulation to some degree. Or if this person is just laying down the boundaries, like, hey, we're not talking about this topic. We're not speaking on what just happened with what you did. You did what you did. You know why you did it. You know exactly why you did it. We're not going to talk about it. Maybe this person is looking for growth on their, or for themselves, like some sort of independence. I don't know what this person is wanting out of you, Libra, but I mean, they're not speaking to you. It doesn't seem like it with the King of Cups. This is stoicism. This is keeping your emotions to yourself. This is possibly, yes, laying down boundaries. But with the Libra, who is in playfulness, to the Moon card, sure, there's a lot of uncertainty, but let's be playful about it. Let's not ruin the gift that is life. I'm sure this person wants growth, but are they speaking up about it? Well, neither here nor there. We have Transcending and Ace of Pentacles. The similarities or common ground between you both is that, yes, you want a new beginning, maybe financially, maybe this Ace of Pentacles is some sort of it could be a financial beginning, it could be an offer, though, an offering of commitment, a new beginning in a committed relationship type of deal. If this isn't romantic relationship wise, it could be that maybe you have met someone that wants to become a business partner. I mean, we do have the Transcending card. Transcending, anytime I hear this word, I often am reminded of like going above and beyond. So pouring efforts into someone or something, a hobby maybe, to transcend, to make better. Maybe you both are investing into a hobby and trying to monetize off of that. Very well could be. It could be that you both are wanting to have this new financial opportunity. Maybe that's a part of this hobby. This is a new beginning in earthly matters for sure. Earthly matters as in like the comforts, material wealth. Even if you find it challenging to take things slow and steady, I think that's where the purity lies. Maybe there's something as far as like I'm going to take what is mine type of deal. I don't know where that is coming from. Libra, what is going on in this reading? We have Miracles to the Nine of Swords. Seriously, what is going on in this reading? Miracles to the Nine of Swords. Let's talk about it. So, yes, Nine of Swords is waking up from a nightmare and realizing that you're still in a nightmare, realizing that the problem or issue between you and this person is still relevant. It hasn't gone away. It hasn't just disappeared. Hello, Dilly Beans. Hope all is well. So, yeah, Libra collective. It could be the possible outcome that you end up stressing yourself out. Maybe because this person isn't speaking up about something, isn't taking control in the way that you would like them to. This person is keeping to themselves, possibly intentions of growing, either with or without you. I'm not sure. It's going to be different for every Libra, but like, what is even going on in this reading? Because like the Purity card and Knight of Pentacles should be anywhere else other than the challenge. Maybe you're wanting to rush things and being playful while still like not having a lot of clarity. But then like, why are you all so stressed out? Why is there anxiety about the future as the possible outcome? Are y'all like stressing about miracles that are happening in the next week? Are you finding it challenging to see these miracles as such? This is a confusing reading. I'm definitely going to get a deeper understanding. Change is scary for sure. That's a good point. I need to get a deeper understanding of this reading though. And one card from the Gothic Oracle deck will do it. I'm not taking cards that fly out. What does Libra need to know moving forward so we can end this reading? 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, A 3. Top card is the card we need to see to end out the Libra reading. Pain. The only miracle I can think of is that you and this person don't work out. Let me remind y'all one more time that if this person and you are not meant to be, count your blessings. Look at this as a miracle, because it only seems like this person is going to bring pain in the end. It could, yes, therefore, whether it stresses you out or not, this could be a miracle. This could be a blessing. Yeah, it's not meant to be. The wind will be freeing myself. I mean, and like Lindsay Needs a Coffee mentioned, change is scary. Maybe y'all have grown accustomed to each other, you know, and this person has to keep quiet, has to keep to themselves, remain stoic as to like what they're going through in order to have some sort of growth. I mean, I can see how it would stress you out to like not have clarity, but then still be playful, and then still wind up stressed out in the end. Like, what the heck? I was playful. I can see where I was going through those woods, through the next week, through that last week, let's say. But I mean, maybe you both are getting a new job. Maybe you both are getting new offers from different people. Maybe this person ends up keeping to themselves about what's going on in their life, about, you know, new offers. That's rough. That's the only reason I could see why you'd be in this Nine of Swords. That would be stressful. If this is the advice with miracles to the Nine of Swords, try your best, Libra Collective, to find the silver lining. Find your best to, try your best to find the silver lining. I'm sure what you're going through is stressful right now, but in 6 months to a year from now, you will see why this had to happen. With that being said, Rose Fairy does talk about pain, because, I mean, love and pain, as the guidebook is about to say, are intimate sisters, the yin and yang. Lessons are always blessings, for sure. And I flipped right to it. Wheeled. Very wheeled. Rose Fairy, pain. I do remember pulling this card many a times. There it is, pain. A wind-swept fairy lands on a tomb where beautiful blood-red roses grow. They are enticing, but one must remember that every rose has its thorns. Love, in its many forms, is something most of us desire, whether it is the care and attention of a lover or the warmth of a friend, parent, or child that you yearn for. Like the red rose, a symbol of romantic love, it can be beautiful as it unfolds from a first delicate meeting to a committed relationship in bloom. However, to be open to love is to be vulnerable to pain. One cannot exist without the other, like the crimson flower decorated by her thorns. Excuse me. If you have drawn this card, you may have been scratched by the sharp edges of love. To give your heart, romantically or otherwise, may have left you unguarded and prey to the dishonesty of others or unkindness of circumstance. Unfortunately, love and pain are intimate sisters, unable to be separated. You may be feeling hurt, in grief, or are resting beneath a cloud of personal tragedy. The only way of moving through this is to accept that life and love is a mix of light and darkness, if healing is to ever become your next step. Take time to grieve and recover, but remember that you are strong enough to overcome the trials you are facing. Do keep this in mind, y'all. Emotions are temporary. No matter how insensitive I may come across when I say that. I may or may not be going through the same things y'all are going through, but do keep this in mind. This too shall pass. Emotions are temporary. Feel them as long as you need to, but don't stay there forever, because change is the only constant in the universe. Alrighty, y'all? With that being said, we are about to start the Scorpio reading. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, I am uploading this live recording to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot. I'm going to be expanding and trying new things over there with editing and all that fun stuff. So keep an eye out for all that. And thank you all for all the love and support. I must shuffle these cards back into the deck. And we are going to get on with the Scorpio reading. I hope to see all the Libra Collective in the next Libra reading next week. With that being said, Scorpio Collective, thank you for the message. Not a problem, y'all. Scorpio Collective, where are my Scorpio Collective? Any Scorpios out there? Alrighty, the tarot is shuffled into the deck. Now for the oracle cards. I don't know if y'all notice how I shuffle the cards into the deck or not, but how I do it is I put one card on top and then one card on the bottom. That way, when I go to shuffle, they won't be together. They won't be side by side next to each other. Because, I mean, you always get that problem when you draw 5 cards and then you put them all next on top of each other, then back into the deck. Instead of like shuffling them individually, then they're all right next to each other all over again. So I shuffle one on top, one on bottom, and then I repeat that process. With that being said, let's get some tarot pulled for the Scorpio Collective. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. Scorpio Collective. What do we have for the Scorpio Collective? Let's go ahead and get 3 shuffles around 5 after. How's that sound? 5 after, we will get 3 shuffles. It is 3 after right now. Hope y'all are doing a-okay. I too have a Scorpio placement in my moon sign. It is 4 after right now. What? These cards are slippery, may I remind y'all? This is, by the way, the gold foil tarot. So yes, they are very slippery and slidey. They're not your normal deck of tarot cards. But neither here nor there, this deck wants to talk. Something about the Scorpio Collective is driving this deck to speak. But yes, I have a Scorpio moon sign. I think that's the only Scorpio placement I have. What does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward? What can we tell the Scorpio Collective moving forward in the next week? The next week ahead. It is 5 after, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, if y'all are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Pew, 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 pew. Here it is. And there it was. Yes, because I need to cut this deck. And I can't cut the deck without scissors or anything sharp and pointy. So go ahead and send those scissors or swords. Scorpio tails, maybe. I seen that, UFO Studios. That was pretty awesome. All right. Deck has been cut. Thank you all for participating. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. As per usual, we are going to continue the tradition of clarifying with oracle cards. Clarify this reading for the Scorpio Collective. Clarify this reading for the Scorpio Collective. 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. To clarify the situation, clarify judgment and the challenge. I don't know why I wanted to mention the card, but yes, the challenge. Clarifying your person of interest, clarifying similarities or common ground between you both, and clarifying the possible outcome and or advice. All right, Scorpio Collective, do keep in mind we are going to be pulling 1 card at the end of the reading so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in the specific order. Let us start this reading, Scorpio Collective. Moonlight Enchantment Magic with 9 of Cups. It could be that you are focused on your own happiness, Scorpio. I love that because it tells me that y'all are understanding that no one can create happiness for you except you. It's not something you can buy. It's not something that someone else sure can make for you. Some sort of gift, material gift, but you yourself have to choose to be happy. You yourself have to choose to make a wish about your desires and to create your own happiness through your hobbies, through your endeavors, your devices possibly. Even without your devices, we choose to be happy. We choose to create our own happiness and our own wish fulfillment emotionally. I'm not sure what the magic card has anything to do with your happiness. Are y'all creating some sort of synchronicity? Are y'all trying to like monetize on a hobby? And somehow, somehow, are y'all like becoming like famous or going viral or like something to that nature, or like overnight, like magically, you're somehow finding yourself happy? I can imagine the Scorpio Collective being like, whoa, this is weird. How am I magically like all of a sudden happy with my life? Because I mean, Scorpios can be very, what's the word I want to use? Skeptical. But I mean, I don't feel like it would be difficult for Scorpios to just be happy in the moment. Otherwise, or any Hoosers, I feel like 9 of Cups to the Magic card could very well be a good energy for y'all to be in for the start of your reading. Is there, though, a wake-up call that y'all aren't answering to? The universe could be giving you a wake-up call as to, hey, here's more happiness. Are you going to answer that call? Something to do with leadership. Are you finding it challenging to step into a leadership role? Are you finding it challenging to wake up to a role that you could be putting yourself into, a leadership role, to take the lead, possibly this relationship? Are you finding it challenging, I dare repeat, to answer the call, to communicate something to this person, to take action towards them, to take the lead to some degree? I do feel like Scorpios could be very adaptable as a leader, very respectable. I could see that. We do have Rainbow, Waterfall, Miracles, Ten of Pentacles. Miracles and Ten of Pentacles in this person's energy. They are showing up to the Scorpio collective reading. Yes, believing in miracles, but also maybe just tending to the home, making sure that they have a healthy, happy life at home. I feel like either this person is already in a relationship, or they're stuck in a family dynamic, like living with their parents, or living with a roommate, living with their sister, their brother, whatever the case is. There's something this person, yes, is looking forward to miracles. They're believing in miracles, yes, but like there's something of a home dynamic that they're tending to as well. Also, with the Ten of Pentacles, I do feel like they are focused on their long-term stability. I do want to mention that. With the Expansion card and Three of Swords, I feel like you and this person have been stuck for a little bit, trying to expand in one way, shape, or form. Maybe that expansion is wanting to expand a hobby and wanting to move forward in this hobby, in which you yourself are trying to create happiness with. Could very well be possible. But like, you both are heartbroken, disappointed. There's a loss here between you and this person. It's like, yeah, we want expansion in this connection, in this relationship, but so far all we're getting is heartbreak. Or maybe you both are in different relationships, which is really awkward if that's the case, and you're heartbroken that you're not experiencing this expansion with that other person. It's like, well, I could be experiencing this with you, but here I am over here with them. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just as heartbroken as you are, maybe, but what are we going to do about it? You're over there tending to the home, believing in miracles, but I'm over here believing in magic myself. It could be, Scorpio collective, that you might need to answer the call. If this is some sort of romantic connection in which you and this person are stuck in different, like, either romantic or just family dynamics, or you just have different responsibilities as far as like what makes you happy, what makes them happy. With that being said, we have Truth to the Six of Cups. Truth to Six of Cups. It could be very possible that you end up talking to this person. Okay, let's reconnect. How have you been? Said, he left me to be with someone else, so I fly solo. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Why create a third-party situation? People don't realize what they do in situations like that. How disrespectful it is to choose someone else and make that to make that other person feel like second best. Like, well, if you did it once, what makes me think you're not going to do it again? That trust is so hard to rebuild after it's lost. I mean, truth be told, maybe y'all have been flying solo for the longest time, but like, if there's a reconnect that is wanting to happen by either of you, Maybe this is the advice to like make something happen. Hey, is there anything possible? No? You're just going to be disrespectful again? Okay, cool. I said thank you that part. Well, the advice could be to like at least reach out, offer to give them some clarity. Hey, thank you for choosing that other person. Maybe it doesn't even have to be that petty, you know. Thank you for giving me a little bit of clarity. I hope all is well with you. I wish you nothing but the best. You know, and speak your truth. 6 of Cups to the Truth card. With that being said, Scorpio Collective, we have one card that we need to get for the ending of this reading. This is kind of an awkward reading. I said my birthday is tomorrow. Scorpio Collective, happy birthday to y'all. For real, happy birthday to y'all. Whether it's early or late or current, I feel kind of rude. I feel like a dick. What is my problem? Happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. With that being said, we need one card to close out this reading for y'all. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Top card is the card we need to see to end out this Scorpio reading. Ooh, this is a rare one I don't hardly ever see. Immortal Flight. Immortal Flight. I don't hardly ever see this card. And it's easy to see why. Because this card's like, no. Rick's such a dirty mind. He's only going to stare at the cleavage. No, it's a beautiful card. Look at the wings. Her eyes are up here. With that being said, Immortal Flight. I have no idea what this card is about, the deeper meaning behind it. So let's get into it. Immortal Flight. Immortal Flight. Alright, where are you? Here we go. Deception. Is this Deception? Let's get into it. I have no idea what this card is entailing. Is this person trying to deceive the Scorpio Collective? Are they deceiving themselves by staying somewhere either they're not wanted or where they don't want to be? Or are y'all deceiving yourselves and saying, nope, I fly solo, when the truth of the matter with Raven Spirit Truth in the 6 of Cups is y'all want to like reconnect? Y'all. Y'all. A fairy sits beside a pool. Bathed in blue, she reaches out to the water and illuminates a skeleton beneath the surface. Calm and composed, you might think that she has good intentions, but nothing could be further from the truth. The faint image of a skull can be glimpsed in her wings. Oh, I didn't see that. If you look carefully, this fairy is deadly. She is a symbol of both the seen and unseen. We can view only what she cares to show us. Her true intentions might be hidden. The skull, unrecognizable at first glance, represents what lies beneath. The motives of someone in your environment could be under question. Is a friend or colleague telling you something quite different from what they truly believe? Does your intuition suggest that you not trust a situation? If this card occurs into your reading, it could be a warning that deception is near or that someone is hiding something from you. This is a time to do a little research before making any big commitments. When in shadow, Immortal Flight can describe the unfaithful, the dishonest, or those intending to compromise or mislead you. Y'all, don't trust this person. Whoever is trying to reconnect with you, don't trust him. That's what I'm getting from this card. Make sure you remember the truth about, yes, flying solo is possibly respecting yourself if they do try to like come bearing gifts or try to tell you what you want to hear. That's possibly what all it is. That's possibly all it is. They're possibly one of those crabs in the bucket that are trying to pull you back down with them. Maybe they did choose someone else over you. Maybe they are stuck in an unhappy relationship and trying to believe in miracles. No matter the case, you might need to take the lead here and show them, hey, you know, get out of that relationship, stay in that relationship, no matter the case. Misery loves company. So yes, keep in mind, this person can be deceiving as far as like, if they want you back in their space, they're going to do it all over again. Because they're unhappy, so they're going to try to pull you back down with them. It's no wonder I don't get that Immortal Flight card very often, because, I mean, who wants to hear that someone's deceiving them? Possibly in the next week. Let me ask you this. If someone was to tell you that someone was going to deceive you in the next week, would you believe them? Especially a tarot reader? I'll leave that for y'all to ponder on. With that being said, I hope this was informative, entertaining. I hope it helped at the very least. I hope to see y'all, Scorpio Collective, in the next week's reading, or maybe sometime between now and then on another reading. Do keep in mind I'm going to be uploading all of these live recordings to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot. That's Free Will Tarot. With that being said, thank you all for all the love and support. Do hit that follow button if you have not done so yet. Go over to my YouTube channel so you can check out all of these live streams earlier in the week, later on in the week, if it pleases you to do so. One more time, thank you all for all the love and support. I'm going to leave the live stream here so y'all can continue your doom scrolling and, yes, checking out all the other fabulous, beautiful tarot readers. Thank y'all, and have a good night.